Good morning, beautiful souls. How are we doing on today? I am at the doctor's office with my husband, so I'm just sitting out here for a moment, and of course, I had to come in and share a morning with you all, check on you, see how you all are doing. Hope you're doing great on today. Pray that you rested well last night and you're rising with the leap in your spirit. Also, I hope that you had a great weekend and your families are doing well. That was my car cutting off. I just wanted to come in this morning and say hello to you all and check on you. I know that the weekend is gone. A lot of people watching the Super Bowl had a great, weekend. I hope that everybody was safe and enjoyed your time, ate good food and enjoyed the game. I'm not a sports person, but of course I saw some little parts of it back and forth, you all. But anyway, I just wanted to come in and just share a word with you all this morning. You know, sometimes right now we're in the month of February, you all. And we like to look at this month saying, oh, Black History Month, oh, the month of Valentine's Day and all of that. But I want to go back to just looking at itself about history. And I just want to go back, not only say history, but as it relates to the wisdom that was gained from those, we may say, in the areas of history. And I just want to talk a little bit about that. Growing up in the communities where everybody knew each other and your grandmothers were there and your aunts were there, and the fist, as they always say, was the grandmother. Have you ever watched that movie, The Soul Food? Yes, a soul food movie where the grandmother says of all the fists together of what they can do. But think about if there's a fist and everybody start dropping off. There would not be any more tightness or togetherness anymore. But we're thinking about Black history, you all. I think about how many times as individuals we talk about Black history. We're always in the era of it and we're trying to do things for it. But are we thinking about ourselves as it relates to what we've learned from those beautiful individuals, of our family members, maybe you could say ancestors, of what we learned, which was wisdom? And many people don't think about that because I think about how my grandmother instilled so much within me. Now, my mother is still living and she has instilled much in me as well, but it's something about that grandma, my Medea, my mom's mom. We called her Medea. It was something about her, that beautiful soul, that left something for me. And I love to talk about when we grew up and we went to our home and just the era of going into that home. See, a lot of people don't think about that, but I think about going into the home, how you went up on the porch, you went into the living room, which no one sat in, right? Then you go into the dining room. But when I went to the dining room, it was a place that in my mindset was known as the gathering place, especially on Sundays. And on Sundays, we always had dinner at Grandma, at Medea. Some people call her Grandma, but we called her Medea. We had dinner there, you all. And Sunday, you went to church, just point blank. My mom did work some as we got older, but when that phone rung and it was ringing and ringing and ringing and grandma called you, Medea called you, you got up and you was ready. Whether you had a way or not, somebody was coming to get you because church was important. And I thank God that that was instilled within me. But when we went into the actual dining room, that was the place with a nice dining room table. Remember, you had the china cabinet, remember? Some people may call it the buffet. But the table was a table that can fit, let's see, 2, 4, 6 people. But if they pulled the leaf out and put it in there, excuse me, I think it seated 8 people. Now that was so special because that was a time on Sundays where the ministers would come and eat. Now in our church, the CME church where we grew up, all the ministers to this day, we're family. We're close. We're family. But they came over to eat at our house. Medea had something that, as it relates to, she was a minister's wife, but Medea had something there that attracted so many individuals in her spirit. And she was the mother and the Medea of many individuals. And I thank God that I actually experienced that, you all. So when we had that time in the dining room, we would sit there, but it was particular about you don't sit there, put your hands all over the table and whatever. And then there's a little sitting room, the den, where we all sat in and crowded in. Didn't know it was crowded, had fun, watched a little TV, but still there wasn't many channels, so you was outside as young people playing all day. But at dinner time, the actual elders and the sisters and the aunts, let's say the aunts of the sisters and the elders and the ministers, they ate at the table. We all came in and probably ate in the kitchen and ate in the den or what have you, but that table was reserved for certain individuals. I look at that table as the table of saying, welcome. Not only that, beautiful souls, on the table was always a cake. And I've always said I wanted to just create some of those rituals. And I don't have grandkids, but I said when I do, I want to create those rituals for my grandchildren to have as well. But there was always a cake on the table. It had a big bowl on the top. Remember that? You pick it up very slowly because it was so heavy. Then the cake was a pound cake, which was something that so funny. It was not always moist, but it was good. You got full from it. And then let's think about the holidays, beautiful souls. The holidays were where the table was covered with the actual tablecloth. It had the padding under there. And then it had the lace tablecloth over it. Then it had the bowl with the fruit in it for Christmas with the pecans and walnuts in it. And then it had that actual bowl with the candy, the hard candy that you had to get a spoon or a fork or something and crack it. But what I noticed is that ants were not there. Roaches were not there. Bugs were not there. Nothing crawled on that candy. And we would get a piece of that candy. I like the grape and cherry and the red kind. We'd get go in there, get a little butter knife, my aunt was saying. You would crack, 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 get a piece of that candy. And it was the best candy. And I have seen that candy in stores before. But during the holidays in church and whatever, we got the bag of fruit. But on that table, I remember that fruit in that bowl. And today, beautiful souls, I keep saying I'm going to share that with you all. I'll make a note to do that. The bowl, my mom, when it got that, they actually tore my grandmother's home down because when she got sick and she passed, my cousin was there and she got sick and died with brain cancer. So it was just too much to fix and do things. So my uncle was like, no, let's just clean the lot off. Okay, what many people do. We didn't want the actual home to be a actual memory of something falling in and not taken care of. So the lot is cleaned off there. And my mom got me the bowl. She remembered I mentioned that bowl in my first book that I did an anthology project with. But the bowl represented so much to me. And the bowl was never empty. It was always full. It had fruit in it. It had the apples and the oranges and the tangerines. It had those things in it. And the table itself was just something that I looked at as being the welcome place, you all, the place of saying welcome. And when you went in, you looked for that. You looked for the cake on there. It was actually pound cakes. That was known, the pound cake. And I told myself, and you all may have seen back on one of my lives, I did a pound cake. And it's so funny because I was like, I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start doing those things, fixing my dining room table and having a cake on there and just start doing some things. And they may say rituals, but I just want to have some memories of some things there and show you all and share those things. I'm going to use that. Well, the actual bowl is in my office, but I'm going to put the bowl in my dining room and have it there. But when we think about Black history and what it represents, I just think about my grandmother, which many people may say the ancestors, but I do have something that I can think of, something that I could reminisce on, something to remember. So I want you all to think about what can you place in your path for your child, for your grandchildren, other individuals as something to be a reminder, to remember you of, remember you by, or what can that be? And share with me what you do. Because, as I mentioned, I don't have grandchildren yet, but I'm looking forward to that moment to say, okay, if I do and when I do, I want to create memories with them. I want to create that, because it's so much that we can do and create that. And God put that on my heart this morning because I want us to not forget what we had, where we came from, what we grew up on. I know everybody's situation wasn't pleasant or tasteful or great, but I just want us to remember the memories of those things, of what was instilled within us. Okay, I have a parking spot next to me, and I hope they're not trying to squeeze here, but I am. It just scares me when they do that. Okay, she went on around. But anyway, let's just think about those things. When we walk, this journey that we call life, life's journey, let's think about what we're displaying, what we're putting out there, what we're representing. What are we putting out there on the table for others to see, for others to have a taste of, what to others to experience. Let's think about that. The table was something I want to represent to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. But what can we put out there for others to say, wow, wow, look at what was presented to me as a child. This is what was presented to me. This is what I'm thinking about. Let's put that out there. Let's leave those great memories. And I want y'all to drop something down too as it relates to something you remember growing up. You may have had a mother or a big mama. Many of you are younger, still have your grandmothers. That's a blessing. I was blessed for my grandparents. My mom's mom died at 93, and my dad's mom died in her late 80s. Can't remember exactly, 88 or whatever. And I lost my, let's see what year, 2011, my dad passed in September, and 2 weeks later, my dad's mom passed. So in 2011, I lost my grandmother, my dad's mom, and then in 2013, I lost my Medea, my mom's mom. So I've had my grandparents all the way up to my adulthood, and my son had the experience with them. It was a beautiful thing. But let's just remember what we need to create and what we need to do. And I just wanted to tie that in because it's Black History Month. But I just want us to think about what we can do as individuals to tie in great memories for other beautiful souls that are in the atmosphere or the vicinity of our lives or a part of our lives, or we can actually leave for and share for our grandchildren, our nieces and nephews, just children that are in our lives, period. What can we do? What can we leave? What can we have for them? That's special. That is so special. So that's just something I want to leave this morning, beautiful souls. Take it into heart and just remember that it's now time for us to display and create our table with those great things, those tasteful things, those memories of things that other individuals can take forth to share. Let's let this be a moment of something that can be instilled in others that they can share on throughout their life, which we call the journey of life. You all have a great day and just be safe out there. Enjoy this day. Thank you all once again for those that are coming in on my lives, my videos. Thank you for your love and support. Thank you for those that have already subscribed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't do this without you. You know I'm trying to build my channel. I'm trying to build my channel, you all. But if it's your first time, please click the like, subscribe, and share button. Also, don't forget to click the notification bell because there is more coming for you all. When I'm doing videos like this, I want them to be shared out with others. It's nothing I want to hold here or just share with you. Share it out because we have to put out so much into the atmosphere that is going to encourage, uplift, and inspire others. And this is the place. This is the place. Other things are coming on this platform, but right now, I have many things here I want you to share, beautiful souls. So you all go out there and have a great day because you're amazing. And just be blessed and bless others, beautiful souls. Love you all. Bye-bye now.